नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are discussing from 7th canto, first chapter, verse 34 today. 33rd. Let's take the blessings of His grace. Prabhu, so that I can speak something, can discuss something on this wonderful Amala Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, for the purification of our own hearts and glorification of the Lord. So here now the new theme is starting. So till now the discussion was going on how Lord is impartial, and also the benefit of coming in touch with the Lord by any means. So this is last 2-3 verses are so powerful, no? Talking about the benefit of somehow coming in touch with the Supreme Lord. So by any of the means, either out of fear, out of lust, out of somebody being connected to the Supreme Lord as family members, related, as someone, some relation, or out of devotion. So very beautiful. And in that regard, the example of Vena yesterday comes in the translation that how Vena, actually he could not come in connection with the Lord in any of these ways, the different 5 different ways which was described previously. So he did not come in touch with the Lord. So that was the unfortunate situation of Vena. So it's a very important principle. Vena, even though he was also a great demon, a great atheist, a great demon. So what was the difference between Vena and Hiranyakashipu? Uh, the difference was that, I mean, yeah, Hiranyakashipu or Kamsa, here, Shishupal. So the difference is that the Venas, he's, even though such a great demon, same atheistic temperament, but somehow Krishna was not at all in, Krishna factor was not there at all. So this this point of uh, coming in touch with Krishna is so vital. By any means, if somebody comes in touch with the Lord, then he gets purified. It is clear with this example. Vena versus all other demons like Shishupal and those who were somehow they were the object of their envy or fear or anger for the Lord. That's how they got benefit. So now further here, Narad Muni is giving the history of Shishupal and Gandharva. Shishupal and Gandharva, they were son of Mausiji, the maternal aunt of Yudhishthira Maharaj Pandava. And is informing that actually they were not ordinary people. They were associates of Lord Vishnu. And they were cursed by Brahmanas, and that's how they fell from Vaikuntha to this material world. So they were personal associates of the Lord. And they fell in the material world to assist the Supreme Lord by nourishing his pastimes within this world. That was their purpose. So this description comes also in third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. How this whole description of how Jay and Vijay, only they were Jay and Vijay, associates of God, and they come to this material world because of the curse of the Brahmanas, the Katish Kumar. Katish Kumar, they actually cursed. That's how they came. So why they come? So actually the reason which is explained in the Shastras is that the Lord, because he is Rasika Shekhara, he just wants to release so many rasas. So this rasa, Veera rasa, especially that the rasa with the Lord may derive when he has a mock fight with someone. So that kind of rasa he has to taste. So that also he chooses his own associate, his own personal associate, because that's how he can best relish that rasa. And the associate of the Lord, just like Jain Vijay here, they're so much fully surrendered to the Lord that they're ready to even take the birth of a demon and fulfill the purpose of the Lord, coming to this material world as demons. That is something very amazing. That how they are just completely their existence, the existence of the Vaikuntha Vasis, the spiritual world, those are residents of spiritual world. They have this one focused goal is to please the Supreme Lord. So they don't mind, like Jay and Vijay, they actually come to this material world. And actually, when they were falling, also they were praying to the Lord. Oh Lord, please, let us not forget you. That your remembrance be there. That's what their prayers for. So this is what a devotee always, look forward, that some or the other he is engaged in the service of the Lord. They're very clear in this episode. So although they were getting the body of a demon, but they were ready to serve the Lord because that was the desire of the Lord. And also this whole episode, apparently we see that the Jay and Vijay, they were actually, kind of not so respectful to Chatush Kumara when they approached the Vaikuntha. So that time, they said that we are small children, what you have been. So they were like a bit neglectful, not so respectful. So then our Chatush Kumara, they also became upset. They also got some anger. And they also then, said that actually you people are not fit to be in the Vaikuntha. You're not fit to be in Vaikuntha because Vaikuntha people, they don't have this kind of dealings. Even they were also kind of outraged. So somebody may ask this question that how this can happen in Vaikuntha. I said that at the door of Vaikuntha. So there is no question of this kind of udvega and all, this kind of anger and others, all these things. It is generally the mode of generally because the modes of material nature. But Vaikuntha, the place, they're just near Vaikuntha, just at the door of, and then which are they're the associates of they're in Vaikuntha. So how can that come? This kind of anger and all, how can come in them? So that question may arise. But the point is that actually this was all arranged by the Lord. The Lord only has inspired them, and because I mean, they are so surrendered to the Lord, and the Lord knows that their position as they are my uh, intimate associates, my eternal associates. So the Lord actually makes this arrangement. It's not something out of remote from material nature. It's actually the Lord's arrangement for both of them actually, for Jain Vijay also and for Jagdish Kumar also. So they all actually were inspired by the Lord to act in that. It was complete inaction of the Lord. Actually. So, so we see this. Uh, we'll just go through the pastime because the pastime comes is for till this and till this chapter, and then we will little bit discuss on some particular theme. So I'll just read the translation. So next is Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired, what kind of great curse could affect even liberated Vishnu Bhaktas? And what sort of person could curse even the Lord's associates? For unflinching devotees of the Lord to fall again this material world is impossible. It's saying Kasyava Shapa, which kind of curse? Haridasa Vimarshanaha. That even this Haridas, servant of Hari, they are also were cursed. How it is possible? It's asking. And it says Ashraddhayava Bhat, saying it is incredible. It is actually it's not believable. How can the person who are the residents of Vaikuntha, they can be cursed like this and they fall like that? And they were they were Ekantinam Bhakta. That means they are so exalted, very, very intimate associate of the Lord. So how can they take this birth, the birth in this material world? That was the question. And then he said the bodies of the inhabitants of Vaikuntha are completely spiritual. Dehindriya Suhinana, Vaikuntha Puravasinam. They were the residents of Vaikuntha. And then he says that how can they get connected to this, ordinary body? They sambandha, sambandhe, sambandham. So how can they have nothing to do with this material body, senses or life. Their bodies are completely spiritual. Therefore, kindly explain how the associates of personality of God have occurs to descend in material bodies like ordinary person. So please explain to me. It's a dakshatum. So and then Narad Muni says that what happens. He gives a brief history. Then he says the great saint Narada said, Ekada Brahmana Putra Vishnu Lokam Idachaya. So Brahmana Putra means Lord Brahma's son. Brahmana Putra, Lord Brahma's son. Sanaka Sanatan Sanatana and Sanat Kumar. They were wandering throughout the world. They were wandering. Bhuvanatrayam. Bhuvanatrayam. They were Jagamushcharanto. So they were wandering throughout the world, and they by chance came to Vishnu Lok. And then what happens? Then it says, Pancha Shadhayanar Bharva Purvesham api Purvaja. So it says that these great sages were older than, although these four great sages were older than Brahma's other sons, like Marichi, because some like Purvaja, they were great ancestors. But they appeared like a small naked children of 5 years. There is a Pancha Shadha. Only just appearing like 5 year children. So when Jay and Vijay saw them trying to enter Vaikuntha Loka, these two gatekeepers, thinking them ordinary children, forbade them to enter. Thought, okay, they're small children, what they're doing here? Shishun. Shishun it is written. And Digvasa Saha. Digvasa means they're only covered by the directions. That means like small children. Then he says, Ashapan Kupita Ivam Yuvam Vasam na Charaka. Yadasta Mobhyam Rahite Pada Mule Madhu Disha. Papishta Matrim Yonim. Palisho Yatamacha. So they were checked like that angrily by Jain Vijay, and they said that uh, yeah. So they were angry, and they just said that what these two children, what you are doing here. And then the sages also become very angry, Kupita, Ashapan Kupita, and they curse. They say the two foolish doorkeepers, you are unfit to live at the shelter of Madhudvisha's lotus feet, which are free from such motes. It would be better for you to go immediately to the material world and take your birth in a family of most sinful. Immediately they curse that you are unfit to stay here. So, uh, so actually, one question could be raised that how here the four sages they are telling the doorkeepers of Vaikuntha that you are unfit to be there. But the point is, these doorkeepers were appointed by the Lord. So that way, in one sense, it is like kind of blaming the Lord. Right? That means Lord does not know who are fit or who are unfit in that sense. So that's not possible actually. And these great sages are not ordinary. So how can they blame the Lord then? Indirectly, it's like blaming to the Lord. That's why here Vishwanath Thakur says that actually it's only because of the arrangement of it. It's not that they were outraged by some modes. So it was arranged by the Lord. That's how they gave this curse. The Lord wanted that because it's not that Lord will tell, no, okay, I want to have a fight, so please go. So it is not like that way. Lord enacted this whole pastime by which Jain Vijay actually comes. Then he says, while Jain Vijay thus cursed by the sages were falling to the material world, they were addressed as follows by the same sages, who were very kind to them. O doorkeepers, after 3 births, you will be able to return to your positions in Vaikuntha, for then the duration of the curse will have ended. So the sages also, they being kind to them, they gave this benediction that you'll come back to this 3 births. And it's 3 births, they will have remembrance of the Lord. Because actually they prayed also and was granted to them. So these two associations of the Lord. Now the history of Jain Vijay also is mentioned. I mean to say that Jai Vijay, how the different births, the entire 3 births, what all births they took, that is described here. So later descended to material world, taking birth as two sons of Diti, Hiranyakashipu being elder and Hiranyaksha the younger. They were very much respected by the Daityas and Danavas. So they came and they were uh, being respected by all the personalities, especially Daityas and Danavas, because they were very powerful, very powerful. And then he says, appearing in Narsimhadev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Hari killed Hiranyakashipu. When the Lord delivered the planet Earth, which had fallen in Garbhodaka ocean, Hiranyaksha tried to hinder him, and then the Lord, as Varaha, killed Hiranyaksha. Desiring to kill his son Prahlad, who was the great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and Hiranyakashipu tortured him in many ways. The Lord, the super soul of all living entities, is sober, peaceful, and equal to everyone. Since the great devotee Prahlad was protected by Lord's potency, Hiranyakashipu was unable to kill him, in spite of endeavoring to do in so many various ways. ततस्तो राक्षसो जातो केशन्या विष्टवा सुतो ravana kumbhakarnasya sarvaloko patapano. Now after that they get the birth of Jay and Vijay. They take birth as Ravana and Kumbhakarna, the son of Vishrava and Keshini, and they were extremely troublesome to all people of the universe. And he says, Tatrapi Raghava Bhutva Nihancha Rama Viryam Shoyasi Tvam Markandeya Mukhato. And he says, my dear king, just to relieve Jay and Vijay of the Brahmana's curse, Lord Ramachandra appeared in order to kill Ravana and Kumbhakarna. It will be better for you to hear narrations about Lord Ramachandra's activities from Markandeya. Then he says that you can hear that pastimes from Markandeya. So actually, it happens also in Mahabharata. There is in one section how Markandeya Muni actually narrates the pastimes of Lord Rama is mentioned. So there, so what happened that once the Jayadratha kidnaps in forest Draupadi, and it was almost like for some time, like maybe for some hours, she was kidnapped, and then she came back. She was rescued back. So there, our Yudhishthira Maharaj becomes very very sad. He was thinking that how so many varieties of troubles have come in our life. No matter what, we don't know how many sinful activities we have done. And our life has become so uh, inauspicious in a sense that so many varieties of troubles are coming. So like that, he was feeling really bad, about the incident. And now Draupadi had to undergo so much of previously in that, their family, she was about to disrobe. That so remembering all that, Vishima was feeling really bad. Oh, so many things happened. Now Draupadi is again, she got kidnapped again. She got, so he was feeling very, very bad. And then there Markandeya Rishi comes and he says that actually this is nothing. Actually, Lord Ramchandra was feeling much more agony, and what happened to Sita, and that's how then he narrates the whole pastimes of Ramayana. So this episode comes, and then he says in their third birth, the same Jain Vijay appeared in a family of Kshatriyas, your cousins, the sons of your aunt, because Lord Krishna has struck them with his disc. All the sinful reactions have been destroyed, and now they are free from the curse. So this is what happened. Krishna, because they're coming in touch with Krishna, Krishna, when he killed them, then they got freed from all sinful reactions. So the Jain Vijay maintained a feeling of enmity for a long time because of always thinking of Krishna. In this way, they regained the shelter of the Lord, having returned home back to God. Maharaj Yudhishthira inquired, oh my Lord, Narad Muni, why was there such an enmity between Hiranyakashipu and his beloved son Prahlad Maharaj? How did Prahlad Maharaj become such a great devotee of Lord Krishna? Kindly explain this to me. So now, further, the description of this whole pastime, Hiranyakashipu torturing Prahlad, and then Lord Narasimha appearing. These all things going to come. Very wonderful narrations going ahead. What did you read? Which one? This is the translation. Further translation. You read further. Yeah, I just read so that because the new theme is starting. So this is what after that next chapters will be Hiranyakashipu will terrorize the universe and then Prahlad Maharaj's. So I just read how the history of Jainism, because this verse begins with telling who are these demons, the Shupal and what happened to them. This is the beginning today. So at that point, it's written. Which one? When they are free from the they're free from. Yeah. This is the last. Correct. Yes. They got freed because they were killed by the Lord. What is it in here? Yeah, correct. Now they're free from the curse because they're killed by the Lord. So the sinful reactions are over. So now they're freed from the curse. That way. Mm-hmm. The sinful reactions have been destroyed, and now they're free from the curse. That means that's what the last. But I heard that they come back at Jagai Mata. Jagai Mata. What happened? Okay. Very good. Yes. Yes. No. Here it is said that they got but it's claimed that they actually go to a spiritual world. So just the way, uh, like they go to Krishna's body, but actually they get the Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya Mukti. They go to the same planet. So anyway, so this is what we have kind of got a brief history about, as the translation also mentions about Jain Vijay. I mean, Shishupal and Dantavakra, how they were associates of the Lord, personal associates. So this purport is very small here, but I was thinking that one theme which comes in my mind is that they came to assist the Supreme Personality of Godhead by nourishing his pastimes within this world. So this important principle of assisting the Supreme Lord, which is the constant, uh, you know, phenomena in all the devotees of the Lord, you can see. So any devotee, what will be his life is only to assist the Supreme Lord and his mission. I think maybe we can just a little bit, discuss on that. How devotees' whole existence is only to assist the Lord. There is no other purpose for which a devotee lives. It's like we hear that famous pastime of how gopis, when they were told that how Lord Krishna's headache, at that time gopis were completely ready to give to give the dust of their own lotus, their own feet, if it relieves Krishna for even a moment, and at the cost of they going to the hell eternally. So that was the consciousness of the gopis. So they're simply thinking of the pleasure of the Lord. This is a very wonderful aspect of a devotee. A devotee always live for the pleasure. The only purpose is how the Lord can be served, how Lord can be pleased. So even we see that how sometimes the devotees have to take certain roles which may not be so much glorified in this world. Like of course here also we find Shishupal and Dantavakra and all the different births, they were appearing as demons. So they were and like so many ages will be discussed about their atrocities, their envious nature. People will talk about them the ill way, but they don't mind because that's what is meant, you know, to please the Lord. Because that's how they're able to assist the Lord to help him, have these wonderful pastimes and have this relish of Vira Rasa. They're ready for it, so they don't mind taking any position. So we find that even Bhishma Dev also, Vishnu Pitama, was a great devotee, and so much misunderstood in one sense because he was also on the side of Kauravas, and he's even fighting. He's attacking Arjuna, his own, such a intimate devotee of Lord, and it is seen by the entire world that Arjuna is a great intimate devotee. Krishna is becoming the chariot driver of Arjuna, and Bhishma Dev has to shoot arrows on Arjuna, and he's another great Mahajan. But Bhishma Dev also does not mind to take that position because it fulfills the purpose of the Lord. So, so in our situations of life also, actually this mood that how we can assist the Lord in whatever capacity we have, whatever role we get, whatever role is there, whatever capacity we have. So let me always think of how best we can serve the Lord. Like Punja Radhanath Swami Maharaj says that the only question devotee can ask is how best I can serve in any situations of life, how best I can serve. If this mood can be cultivated, then it becomes easy to assist in the mission. It becomes easy to assist in the mission of the Lord. Because Lord has such a great mission to accomplish, especially in our, I mean, if you understand the heart of the Lord, the Lord's greatest mission is to reclaim all the fallen conditioned souls from this material world. And we understand that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu especially, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, they all have come, Krishna, Balram, they have come specifically for this very glorious mission of reclaiming all the fallen souls. This is the ultimate purpose of the material world also. The material world actually is meant for reformation. The material world, in its fabric, it is designed to actually reclaim the fallen souls. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such incarnation, Nityananda Prabhu, they have come with such a focused intention to actually help the jiva at any level, no matter where the jiva has got stuck. So giving such great mercy and helping the jiva to just come back. So it's like he is completely bent upon. Okay, now the jiva should come back that way. So with such great mercy, Lord comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu to reclaim the fallen soul. And actually, this kind of great mercy, this kind of benevolence The Lord shows sometimes, actually. Sometimes, of course, Lord is always benevolent. There is no doubt. Lord is always magnificent, benevolent, and it's always wanting to reclaim the fallen condition. So he's always working on. It's not that he's not working at the time. He's always working. But still, when he comes at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu is very, very special. Namo Mahavadanya. It's very, very special. It's not ordinary. That's why it is Anarpita Charim Chirat, Karuna Abutirna Kalau, Samarpayatu Munnata Ujjalarasam Sabhakti Shriyam, Haripurada Sundara, Kadam Sundipata, Sada Hriday Kandare, Satyanandana. So actually Anarpita Charim Chirat. So that which was not given previously. So Lord has come to give that. So Unnata Ujjalarasam, such a highest epitome of intimacy, the prema, which is very, very rare, the Vraj prema, the Madhurya Bhakti, that is awarded by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So as we understand from the scriptures that once in a day of Brahma, Lord Krishna comes, in his Purna Purushottam Ganesh, I mean, as himself, Swayam Prakash, directly the Lord comes, Purna Purushottam Bhagwan. And in the same yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also comes, the same yuga. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestows such incredible mercy on all the fallen conditioned souls to help them, to reclaim them back to God. And we also understand by Nityananda Prabhu's prediction that how Srila Prabhupada is being sent by the Lord as Senapati Bhakta to deliver many, many fallen souls from this Kali Yuga and take them back to God. So this is an amazing era actually, but it's not ordinary. If you bit reflect on where we are, in the timeline, we just bit kind of reflect the history, the timeline, then we can understand how fortunate position is ours, that we have got such a glorious mission. First of all, the material world is created for the sake of reclaiming all the fallen conditioned souls. In that also, we are in the yuga, when actually not even in yuga, we are actually in that Chaturyuga, basically you can say, in that particular Chaturyuga, which is so rare, once in a day of Brahma. So that's Chaturyuga. So there we are there. And there, Lord is especially very, very, so frantically wanting now. I mean, special mercy, such a special mercy that he is just wanting that anyone and everyone can just take the advantage of the special mercy and can go back home. And that also, when Srila Prabhupada, when he is actually, with great compassion trying to deliver the soul from all over the world. So it's such an amazing era. We can just reflect on that. So in that era, we are there. And we have got that fortune to assist the Supreme Lord. Assist the Supreme Lord in such a most important hour. When this kind of special attempt is there to bring the most degraded fallen souls of this material world, give them the highest of the position in the spiritual world. So this is our going on, the era going. I was hearing one of the lectures, Srila Prabhupada says, now the Lord is desiring many, many fallen souls to get delivered. So all if you please assist, your life will become perfect. So I'm just repeating the same things you try, you do. So he was telling, in the beginning of his preaching, and actually Lord is desiring. It's very, very special. So so this timeline is so important. So the same way, actually, the timeline, the time when we are here, we are somehow, have that fortune to be in this such glorious mission of the Lord, so direct, to actually just give love to all the jivas, such a direct, otherwise indirectly material energy anyways work. But Lord also keeps coming as different incarnation, but so direct, like under Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, under Srila Prabhupada, and of course, special privilege, special fortune that that what our Srila Prabhupada wanted, Vishesha Shunyavadi Parshad Deshadhara wanted actually the entire Western world should be delivered. He did that. He did that, and he wanted it to happen, more and more. So it's a very great fortune situation where we have that homework, we have that opportunity to assist in the mission of the Lord. So this kind of privilege is there, this fortune is there. And so mission is so glorious, but the problem is that sometimes we may not realize what kind of glorious mission we have, and we may sometimes get stuck with the small things which may bring some kind of you know mm, yeah, some kind of breakage, some kind of blockage in because of our own uh, not being very aware of what is the great fortune I have, and what I could actually uh, the way I could assist much better way. So I mean, we can have a healthy fear that let me not become any kind of blockage in this wonderful mission, because somehow by the great fortune we have some kind of role in this moment. So let me become a very a good instrument in this moment to assist, and not become any kind of blockage, because the mercy is anyway flowing and it is going to flow. But let not unnecessarily I resist that mercy anyway, or kind of become any kind of hurdle in this mission. So let me be a very transparent via media, or be a very sincere instrument of the Lord in this mission. So this is what we could pray, always could be our prayer. So whatever we have got, any project, any services, any kind of role, the mood should be always that how I can assist the best in this role, like that. So it's not very important to know what role I have. It can be can be any role. But the important thing is that we are part of the mission. That's the most important thing. Role can be anything. Somebody may be temple president, somebody may be GBC, somebody may be a simple sweeper of the temple hall. It can be anything. But the point is that we are part of this glorious mission. That is something very extraordinary. And if we can just assist the Lord in whatever role we have got, with that mood to oh, this is such a glorious mission, and let me do my best in my little capacity. I can do my best whatever role I have got. So that pleases the Lord the most. I think. That pleases the Lord the most, and this can bring greatest fortune on us of getting such a sincere, heartfelt blessings of the Lord and Acharya on us, because we are actually trying our best in our whatever role, like that. So this is a very important because it's not about and what becomes the obstacle actually. Sometimes we may have our own proofs in mind. That's why Krishna talks about detachment from this fruity mentality. So that may become an obstacle. That is, I mean, why we are discussing, because we can be aware of this pitfall. In our such a fortunate position, this can become a pitfall. So when we keep our own agendas, our fruits in mind, while we come to this glorious mission also, so that may become a pitfall. That may become a problem. So, so different kinds of fruits may be there. Some agendas may be there, because I may be looking something for myself. So nothing for me. So this kind of consciousness, if we can pray, oh Lord, if I can get not for me, for you, Lord. For you, Lord, let me become instrument, whatever you want me to play, whatever role you want me to. So this kind of detachment from fruits, that's Krishna, which is teaching, is a very important principle, because when we have any kind of desire for our own, like it could be in terms of facilities, amenities, it could be in terms of followers, it could be in terms of some kind of pleasure, which we may get out of some position. So these things can become obstacles. This can become a serious obstacle. So we have to time and again remind us of what purpose we are here, and actually redefine the success of our life is not in trying to get something for our own self, but it's something to actually contribute in this glorious mission. So real success won't be if I get something out of it. No, I don't want. I only want if the mission of Lord grows, and if I can be instrument in some way, that's my greatest fortune. That's my real success. So real success of life is not to get something in this mission. So we have joined ISKCON not to become great souls. We have joined ISKCON to assist such great souls. Those are doing such great missionary activities. So if we can carry this mood, so so it can become so wonderful, and it can so become so wonderful. Then automatically all cooperation, all kind of wonderful plans and strategies, everything can be very nicely if this mood is there, because we are not thinking what role, what facilities, what pleasure, what influence, what I can have, but rather how the Lord's glorious influence of His love can permeate everywhere. All the jivas can be infected and affected by it. So that is the motive. So this all then everything becomes very wonderful. So just like a mother, when she serves the child with that mood. What the best child can be nurtured. But when the nurse is also appointed, she also sometimes takes care of the child. But the nurse takes care of the child in a very fruitive. She gets some kind of money, some kind of hours, and she has certain roles. No, I can only take care of this aspect of the child. Those aspects of the child I don't want. So she may have very calculative frame of mind to take care of the child. But the mother is not. Mother will be ready to do anything. Sometimes mother may have to take sometimes a backside role also. Maybe if mother is feeling that somebody else could help the child better in certain aspects, mother is ready to even give that support to the child. So mother always thinks in terms of child's benefit. She is not thinking about what I am going to get by that way. And she is simply relishing in the present, when she is having that opportunity to serve the child in whatever capacity. It's not about just when the child is uh, being so wonderful and some loving exchanges going on, but also when the child is creating issues, when he's when mother has to get up in the mid of the night and she has to clean the stool and urine of the child. She's relishing every moment. So this kind of voluntarily attitude, voluntarily being a voluntary servant, this kind of attitude can actually help us to remain absorbed in our current role and responsibilities and services. So what makes it whole game very mechanical, or sometimes one may be not satisfied, discontent. This all thing can happen only because of when we have some fruits in the mind. You may have to see. Maybe I'm looking for some kind of fruit here, but that kind of spirit may be missing. The spirit which mother has for the child. So all our services and projects, whatever we may have, we can actually see them like that. We can be like a selfless mother who just a kind of has the mood of a care. I'm just here to facilitate. I'm not here to possess the child. I'm not here to get some benefits from the child. Rather, I'm here only to assist the child, facilitate the child. So the child can become a wonderful asset for the society. The same way, whatever service what we are trying to render, let this service become a wonderful offering to Srila Prabhupada's mission. This mood can we can keep, then it becomes very wonderful. So we see even the life of great souls, our own institution. So how they are ready to take any role to assist Srila Prabhupada. Like we see the life of Sri Arna Sai Maharaj, that when he was there in New Vrindavan, he was completely assisting the way superiors wanted. And when he was doing college preaching, when he was told, okay, now you stop it, you go to India, he was completely that way. So whatever role is there. So I heard even Radheshampur also, he was, I'm not sure, but he was thinking one point of time that he may be, just fully doing book distribution. That was something like he was thinking at one point of time. And even Chapati did. And Radhanand Maharaj told, no, you should go for youth preaching. And he just took the order. And he just tried to jot down all the points of what Srila Prabhupada. Actually, Maharaj gave him some set of instruction. And then later he found out that Srila Prabhupada also has given similar kind of instruction. And he jotted down all the points and he tried to expand that. And we find that how wonderful, preaching. And so we find that Srila Prabhupada has given different instructions to different spiritual masters. Like for Prabhupada Gopal Krishna Maharaj wanted him to establish temples. And Maharaj gave his life. We can see that how these great souls have exhibited by their example, that how they have simply tried to assist, whatever role is required, they just say to take. It doesn't matter, what role, what. It is simply just in the mood to assist the mission, serve them. So I'll stop here. In case any reflection, any comment, because I can some thoughts.
Deva Dhamma Anatavishwa Kasira Pamudita Jalapita. If I just do this, nothing, then I'm done. Namaste Sudhane Puram Yeke Dhambe Vadya Samayata Vipata Dhambe. Namo Radhikaya Chadiya Naya Naya Devasya. Namo Radhikaya Chadiya Naya Namatalilaya Devaya Tubhya. Namami Saram Sachirantanupa Rasakandalambro Kulevajana. Namami Saram Sachirantanupa Rasakandalambro Kulevajana. Yes, I'm That is part of the story. As for the rest of the is angry. Even third one, whatever is Divine Grace, Bhakti, Siddhanta, Saraswati Maharaj, Prabhupada, Namaste, Vaishnavi, Jai, Bhakti, Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, Jai, Namacharya, Bhaktivedanta Murti, Jai, Prem Se Kaho, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasti Gaur, Jai, Sri Sri Radha, Krishna Gopinath Sama, Purn Radha, Sri Govardhan, Vrindavan, Ki Jai, Vrindavan, Ki Jai, Gangavai Ki Jai, Gurmai Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samavet Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Ki Jai, O Devananda. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. The Lord is speaking of our spiritual master, on the way by which man, pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet, prayed on by his grace, one can cross ocean material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have consciously purified words emanating from his lotus. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fills all desire. He opens my dark mind and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is the Lord, birth after birth. From him expected grace and unity. I am ignorant to destroy the Vedic scriptures. Sing of his God. Our spiritual master is the ocean, the friend of the poor, the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto us. Give us a shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the people. We take shelter at your lotus feet for the sake of the fallen soul. To the supreme controller who possesses the eternal form of blissful knowledge, his listening, hearing, swing to and fro, who manifested himself to a fool, who stole the bucket, broke his companion from the rafters of their storeroom, and who then quickly jumped up, ran, retreated, fearfully showed, but the soul to that supreme Lord, Sri Damodar,
On seeing his mother sweeping a stick, he cried and rubbed his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes were fearful and his breathing quick, and as Mother Yashoda found his belly with ropes, he shivered in fright, and his pearl necklace shook. To this supreme God, the Damodar, I offer humble
excellent pastimes of Lord Krishna's babyhood drowned the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy. To the devotees who are attracted only to his majestic aspect of Narayana and Vaikuntha, the Lord herein reveals, I am conquered and overcome by pure loving devotion to the Supreme Lord Damodara. My omniscience is 100.
Oh Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of pain, I do not pray to you for salvation, nor eternal life in life, not any other. My only prayer is that your child pass me constantly after the Oh Lord, I do not even want to know the nature of karma. I simply wish that your silent past may never be enacted in my
The cheeks of your blackish lotus state, the result of thy love turning hair, have become reddened like vapor since due to Mother Yashoda's cases. What more can I describe than this? Millions of officers are of no use to me, but may this vision constantly remain in my mind.
Oh, unlimited Vishnu, Master, Lord, be pleased upon me. I'm drowning, ocean of suffering. I'm almost like a dead man. Please shower the rain of mercy, uplift me and protect me with your necessary vision.
O Lord Damodar, whom you have formed as Lady Mother Yashoda, bound you to a grinding stone with a rope for tying cow. You then speak the sons of Kuvera, Manviva, and Kuvera, who were first to stand as trees, and you gave them the chance to become your devotee. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effort.
Oh Lord, the entire universe was created by Lord Brahma, who was born to earth. It was bound to the rope by Mother. To this rope, I offer my humble obedience. I offer my obedience to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, to your unlimited power.
Uh,